Hey guys, Skinny Pigs 1 here. So I've done some changes. Angus is going to be getting ready to have a new friend. We have a couple weeks still to wait. So after his neuter, he had jumped into Bullseye's pen, which was back here. And he was still trying, despite having a huge wall and plexiglass everywhere, and he ripped his one nail off almost all the way off on his front paw. So I decided I need to do something different because for whatever reason he is just not okay with Bullseye being next door. And plus I wanted him to have a larger cage for a friend. So he has a 2x6 now. And there's plexiglass all around it, super high wall there, and a double high wall here because that's Apple and Huckle's cage. Huckle's off to be neutered and Apple's with him for comfort. So that's why they're not in there right now. And then Bullseye, I felt like I couldn't see him when he was back there. I really didn't like it. So I decided to put him up front here. Now he is in a 2x2, so just like Kelvin, he's quite crippled and he only uses a small section of his cage. And I was finding the same things that I found with Kelvin. The back half of his cage was not being used. And if he was in the back half of his cage, he was starting to let himself get dehydrated and all of that because he wasn't coming up front. So he has a 2x2, which is more than big enough for him because he does have the horrible arthritis. So it's up on a little bit of a stand because I only wanted to cover 1 grid worth of Angus's cage, because if I cover 2 grids worth, it's too hard to reach under. So I love it. I'm very happy because now I can see Bullseye so much better, keep tabs on him, and he really likes to be closer to me so that I can pet him more. I really love it. And now Angus doesn't have Bullseye to feel like he needs to get at him. And there's that huge wall so that he won't be trying to get over here. And I have Coroplast all along the bottom. Well, it's like up to here, right? So he's not going to be able to get traction on it to try and jump it. That's my hope. Like, he's just a wild beast, this piggy. So Angus has been neutered for 1 week. So you're supposed to wait 2 to 3 weeks. His healing has gone amazing. So when he had ripped his nail, it was just last night. So I was changing his bed pads and there was blood everywhere. And I felt so sick to my stomach, because I thought, great, he has ripped open his stitches. So I picked him up and I was so scared to look at him underneath because I didn't know what I was going to find. I look at him and I was like, okay, where are you bleeding from? Because you look fine. So I was like, is your bum bleeding? Like, has something gone wrong with the surgery inside? So I set him down and I was trying to think, okay, what's going on? And then he was lifting up his one paw, holding it up close to his body. So then upon further inspection, I noticed that the toenail on the right hand side was kind of hanging off weird. So that's where all the bleeding had come from. By the time I noticed it, he had already stopped bleeding, which is great. So I did a quick soak, as long as I could let him soak, in some Epsom salts, rinsed off his paw, and I've been giving him Medicam. And he was already on antibiotics as a preventative for his neuter, so I'm not sure if I'll carry that on just a teeny bit longer to make sure. But oh my goodness, that pig is crazy. So he's the pig that has tried to jump out of the cage once before, did jump out of the cage fully. He's ripped his nail, he had hay stuck in his ear canal, and he had a piece of chew toy stuck in his mouth. Angus is wild. So over here, everything's still the same. I am leaning more towards getting Angus a baby for a friend so that he won't come on so strongly, because I feel very nervous about Velvet's personality and his personality. I just think he could be a bit too much to handle for how shy and timid she is. She's come out of her shell a lot and she really likes seeing these guys and Huckle and Apple. So my ultimate goal would be to open up all of this. So then that would be a 3x13 and have everybody share it. So we'll see how that goes. Before I look for getting a baby for Angus, I am going to try Velvet with these guys first because I can open up this part. so that they could share all of this. And then if she gets along with them, the next step when Huckle's ready will be opening up everything. But if she doesn't get along with the herd, an option is to just make a trio with these guys. But I really want Huckle and Apple to be here because I think they would do great. So fingers crossed that Velvet likes these guys, or if she doesn't, then I will try her over there. And if she doesn't like him, then I will try her with those guys. I don't know. It's a lot of what ifs, but having the boys neutered, the combos are endless. Endless possibilities, so we're gonna make it work. It would be super cool to have this huge L cage for 7 pigs. So we will see what happens, guys. Hi, Rudy Tooty. Where you going, Roots? So Rudy has been so friendly here at my mom's. My dad likes to come in and see her. She's really bold. And my sister was over and she comes out yapping away. Raisin's been doing awesome, even in a different place. She's always out all the time. Everybody else is doing really, really well. And I just love, love, love seeing Velvet come out all the time. She's out in the mornings. She yells for her veggies now, guys. It's so cute. Squawking away, telling me to hurry up. And she's out all during the night. Eats tons of hay now. So I'm so happy. Everything's been going really well with her. She's in her cube right now, sleeping. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. So anyway, those are our piggy room changes. Bye, guys.